This is Justin Peterson, Conservation Specialist with Millborn Seeds. It's springtime here in South Dakota, and we wanted to get out here and shoot a video of kind of a couple steps when in the field seeding some CRP. This time of year, get a lot of calls in, troubleshooting stuff and getting people off on the right foot. So I want to take this opportunity, jump out here and show you a few things. So kind of the first thing I like to do before starting is just take a spin around the drill, make sure everything looks like it's working in proper order, especially if it's something that's rented or has been used previously. So you're looking for things like dragging hoses, plugged seed cups, disc openers that are off, packer wheels that are off, just making sure everything's kind of in a working order to ensure that from the start. So after that, each seed bag has a seeding rate on it. So there'll be a bulk seeding rate reference on each bag. That's a seeding rate that you're shooting for, given the total pounds that you have. So you reference that, and then I like to tell people to kind of either measure off on your phone or step it off with a wheel or something, a distinct and set number of acres. I like to do 1 or 2 acres. So you have, for easy math, 8 pounds an acre as a seeding rate. And you're going to go over 1 or 2 acres, you have to put out that given amount over that given area. After that, one of the biggest things that I see that will force bridging and clogging stuff is overseeding or overfilling the seeder. So as a rule of thumb, I try not to go over a half. So whatever the drill capacity is, do about half of that. And that'll just keep the seed from being packed down, going back and forth in the field. So you want to keep that seed flowing uniformly and not allow it to get packed down too tight. So you know what your seeding rate is, you know about the area that you're going to go over to test it. The next thing is going to be seed placement, so seed depth. We want to shoot for like a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch seeding depth in this native, so really shallow. If you see some seed that's up on top of the ground, that's even better. You'd rather be too shallow than too deep. So anything over about that 1/2 inch is going to be pretty tricky to get uniform establishment, because those small seeds kind of run out of energy when they crack the surface. So take off, and you're probably going to check the drill more in the first couple hundred yards than you will the rest of the project. But you really want to make sure that the drill is putting that in at the right depth and at the right rate, jumping out a couple times and checking that stuff out. Once you feel comfortable over those first 1 or 2 acres that your rate is pretty dang close, you can begin to fill the drill a little bit more up to that about half capacity, and then continue on where the project is. You're never going to be checking it as often as the first couple 20-30 minutes, but it is important every time you hop out to fill seed up and fill the drill, that you just make sure that you're still pretty close to where you started. Seeding rates can vary throughout the day with temperature, humidity, like we're in the middle of the day here. It's a beautiful day, but if you start in the morning or go into the evening and that humidity rises, the seeding rates will definitely change even with the same mix. So just trying to take all those things in consideration. This is oftentimes like the first try for a lot of people on these projects, so we're happy to help answer questions. I'm always around to give me a call at the office and troubleshoot from the beginning. It's just more of a confidence thing. You want to have high confidence in it, make sure things are right from the beginning, and monitor it from there. Thanks for watching.